Jesus. I mean, trust me, man.
Hey, it's Monday. What's up? It's End of the Bench Media. This is Hold My Biz Sports. I am Brian H. B. Williams. This is another exciting week. We got baseball, football, basketball. Everything's going down. NCAA Heisman hopefuls next month. Friday will be November 1st. That means that it is 4 weeks to determine who's the next Heisman winner. We are 2 games into the World Series. We are 8 games into the NFL season. We are 3 games into the NBA season. There's a whole lot to talk about. Thank you for tapping in. Hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend to tap in. It's good to see you. I got my man Big Mo in here. It's always good to see you. Anthony's in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? Thank you. Now, this is my favorite time of the year because when you're at this juncture of the season, you got a little bit of everything. We done had WNBA, we done had World Series, MLB playoffs, NFL, NCAA, and in 2 weeks, NCAA basketball. So it's going down, man. Thank you for tapping in. You can always check me out on www.theendofthebench.com. You can follow me on all social media platforms at @HRAP_B. I really don't do Facebook. It's whack, and it's just a bunch of people complaining about their damn boyfriends. I don't care about your damn boyfriend. If he beat you up, you should have been with him. It's the game is cruel, but I'm keeping it funky. That's it. That's all. I want to hear all that nonsense. Let's talk about them Yankees and the LA Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the New York Yankees, 2 of the biggest media markets in the United States. This is a World Series that was created by any Indian area executive in the world. It is a true World Series. What I truly enjoy about Major League Baseball, and I'm going to talk about the NBA. What I'm really enjoying about Major League Baseball, it is the World Series. You have Tanahata, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. You got the young brother from Japan. You got Mookie Betts from America. You got other individuals. You got Giancarlo Stanton. You got Aaron Judge. You got our Latino brothers. Who is that with the MLB playoffs? Has been crazy. Yes, the MLB playoffs have been off the chain, man. And it, like I was saying, it has been a true World Series. You got people from from coast to coast, border to border, all different countries, the Caribbean, the Latino brothers, the white guys, the black guys, Asian guys, everything that you would ever want. This is truly a World Series. And just think about this. If the Yankees bounce back tonight, which I hope I hope this be a 7-game series and they continue to be all 7 games, be exactly how they are. The Yankees are in New York. They're going to see if they can hold court in New York. If they can keep it funky in Yankee Stadium, it's going down. Because as they say, the series does not start till a team wins on the road. Hopefully, nobody wins on the road until Game 5. If nobody went on the road until Game 5, now we got a World Series. It's going down. But like I was saying, man, the MLB, they got it right. At one point, this was probably the most racist entity in all of sports. You had very little Latino. To this day, you still have very little Black and Latino, and other than white people in management on up to general manager, team president, things of that nature. Salute to Bob Watson for the New York Yankees. Salute to Kenny Williams, who used to be the team president here in Chicago, and 1 or 2 other brothers and others other than white guys who are in Major League Baseball management. But even though management is all screwed up, I really don't give a damn about that. Give me some of that, my man from Asia, give me some of that $500 million money. I'll take that. I don't need your damn job. Give me the bread. But, a lot of people care about those things. So, and it's a Major League Baseball, get that in order. It is what it is. But what I truly appreciate about it is this. Major League Baseball did not change their game to accommodate people around the world. People around the world accommodated MLB. You still have to go to the minors. If you're not good enough, you still have to prove yourself. Look, that is the beauty in this game. You can throw a ball 108 miles per hour if it's possible. But if you can't make that ball move, it's just a missile shooting at somebody, and it's going to be a souvenir. That's what it is. You can be the biggest, strongest, fastest dude in the world. If you can't hit that curveball, your ass ain't going to play. And that's it. That's all. You cannot catch. They can teach you how to be a moderate catcher. But if you can't throw, your ass is going to be a DH, and you might not get the ultimate goal, which is the Hall of Fame. And you're going to get moderate money, which moderate money for Major League Baseball is a hell of a lot better than moderate money for anybody else. But that's neither here nor there. This is a wonderful World Series. Thank you, MLB, for making it, keeping it funky, man. And what I really, truly appreciate about MLB is what they did was bring the old school back. You got base stealing, you got hit and run. Shout out to Major League Baseball for making their game watchable. Now, if y'all get some of them whack ass announcers off the TV, they suck. I don't care who hit this many home runs. I don't care about this. Look, and please, James Brown, please stop telling me that Aaron Judge is not being clutch. Baseball is the only game in the history, only sport in the history of the world that is predicated on failure. You will fail at Major League Baseball far more than you succeed. If you are a 25 or 27% success rate, you are doing damn good in baseball. So, with runners in scoring position, first of all, if Giancarlo Stanton if Aaron Judge wasn't a strikeout guy already, then you can make that argument. Giancarlo Stanton, they're strikeout guys. They swing, they feast the famine kind of baseball players. So stop it with the nonsense about your runners your average for runners in the scoring position and this, that, and the third. You can hit the hell out the ball and hit it right to a defending baseball. So it really doesn't mean anything, not to me, what you're doing in the clutch and all that stuff. This is a different ball game. So what I want you to understand is this: the Yanks, the Dodgers, they're doing the damn thing. We're enjoying this. Salute to Major League Baseball. Rest in peace, Pete Rose. Rest in peace to all the celebrity athletes and things of that nature who are no longer with us. And we're going to continue to enjoy Major League Baseball. We're going to continue to enjoy Mookie Betts. We're going to continue to enjoy the Dodgers. We're going to continue to rest in peace, Fernando Valenzuela. We're going to continue to enjoy this World Series because this is exactly what we were looking for. This is why we watch sports. This is the epitome of success. And guess what? Now some of these cheap ass owners will stop saying you can't pay your way to the World Series. Well, the Yankees and the Dodgers just bought their way to the World Series. They got players that they developed. They got free agents. They got people from other countries. This is how it's going to be done. White Sox, Chicago White Sox, Chicago Cubs. The Mets were in the playoffs. You got to pay to play. Stop. See, what we're going to do is stop it with the foolishness. Oh, well, they want to do it this way, and we got to do it. You have to growth and develop and all that nonsense. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need to have a stock. You need to have player development. You need to have scouts. You need to have management. And guess what? You're going to have to walk away from some of those analytics. Ask the Dodgers, ask the Yankees. And then, and only then, will you have a successful game. This is what I'm talking about. This leads me directly to the National Basketball Association, which puts out a piss poor product. Look, salute to the LeBron Jameses of the world. Salute to the Kevin Durant's of the world, the Steph Curry's of the world, and all these guys who are out here playing the game the way we grew up playing, watching it. But a lot of these dudes are just athletes that are running up and down the court. They have zero basketball IQ. They have zero determination. They just have the talent to get to the league. They don't have it. A couple weeks ago, Steven Jackson made this statement. There's a difference in a hooper and a basketball player. The way he described a hooper and a basketball player, I definitely, totally, and utterly disagree. From the perspective of me being a lifelong basketball player and what's up, dog? That's my man, Joe. Thank you for tapping in, Anthony and Mo. But he described a hooper and a basketball player. From where I'm from, hoopers are the dudes that are on a higher scale. Basketball players are just some dudes who run up. That's what most of the league is. I got my sister Poetic Sings in the building. It's good to see you, sister. That's what I'm saying. You got those guys, and then you got guys who are actually doing something out there. It's far too many people who are just running up and down the court, and they can jump real high. They can't shoot worth a damn. They can dribble worth a damn. They just quick and can get past you. Or they may be able to dribble. They may be able to shoot. But what are you doing with your talents? This is why y'all heard it. Y'all gonna hear it here until y'all see it. Every week when I come on, you're gonna hear me say, within the next 3 to 5 years, the National Basketball Association will be 80%. No, I'm not gonna go that far. Will be about 42 to 45% Euro players out of the United States players, not Euro. You're going to have them from South America. You're going to have them from Canada. You're going to have them from across the pond. That's why you got guys like Rudy Gobert winning Defensive Player of the Year. They don't want to admit it, but, even when you watch shows like Gilbert Arenas, Gil's Arena, and those stuff, they keep saying the Euros taking over. The Euros are not taking over because they're better. Yeah, they're more fundamentally sound. They become pros at earlier ages, but Rudy Gobert and the Greek Freak and Luka Doncic, they're winning these awards because they want those people across the pond, below the Gulf of Mexico, and above the border to pay attention so they can continue to make money. So that's, what, it's a stereotype, but a lot of gambling goes on in Asia. A lot of gambling goes on in Asia. And guess what? They gambling up. They're making a whole lot of money with those gambling apps and things of that nature. So that's why they started NBA Africa. That's why they got all those European players coming over here, because they're making this a global game, and they keep selling y'all that lie that the Euro players are getting better. That's why the Olympics know they actually have a team. They actually have a team. Do you have people like Victor Wembanyama? Yes, Victor Wembanyama is a damn good basketball player. But who else is good from France? I'll wait. At HRAP_B, you can send it to me on Instagram. You can send it to me on Twitter. You can send it to me on TikTok. Let me know which one of those dudes is good. Give me nobody else from France or Tony Parker, because it's not a lot of those dudes over there hooping. Yeah, it's a bunch of guys in Chicago that's real good, but it's only Anthony Davis and a few others that are good enough to make the league. So stop it with the Euros are catching up. No, the NBA want European money. They want the pound. They want the euro. They want the lira. They want the yen. They want the pesos, and whatever the hell the money is up in all, it's the pound in Canada, because they affiliated with the United Kingdom. So none of that, man. These dudes are not that good. Look, they are very good, fundamentally sound basketball players. It's awesome to see Big Joker get it in. It's awesome to see MD get it in. It's awesome to see Luka Doncic get it in. But who are the best players in the league? Could you field a Euro team that is highly competitive against a National Basketball Association team? You could not. If you could you pick Yugoslavia like when there was still the USSR and they had all those countries, Lithuania and all those countries like Vlade Divac was from, and what's my man name, Tony Kukoc and Dragan Petrovic and all those guys. Could you field a team like that now? No, you couldn't, because those countries are their own entities now. Oh, I ain't gonna get no political stuff. I was gonna say let's Vladimir Putin say something about it, but until that happens, they're their own entity. So they are not who you think they are. Are they very good basketball players? Of course they are. Of course they are. But you know what? Give me Ja Morant, give me a healthy Zion Williamson, and give me some people like Jalen Brunson and all those guys. Then we don't talk. I ain't trying to hear this nonsense, man. Get up out of here with that nonsense, man. I ain't trying to hear it. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with that foolishness. And I watched the beginning of that Laker game. I promise y'all, man, I am one of the biggest LeBron James fans in the history of the world. Always have been, always will be. And I even like his son. But all you clowns talking about his son don't need to be in the league. He don't need to put his son in the league. Well, you know what? The dude who put that muffler on your car, if you went to a specific shop, I bet you his son did that, and he taught his son how to do that. The dude who do your drywall, if he coming up with his son doing the work because he learning it from him. Stop being stupid and saying he shouldn't allow his son to be coming to work with him. Why do you think they had come to work with you today at a traditional job? He's just on TV. So you mean to tell me Charlie Sheen is the best actor they can find for some of these movies? Emilio Estevez? We can go chapter, book, and verse. But back to the actual game. The actual game, the NBA game is tough. I know y'all, look, a lot of you young brothers and sisters, y'all was raised on them highlights. I was raised on actual competition. And to quote the great Rakim, God MC, competition is none. That's why LeBron can reign at the top like the sun. If LeBron James could figure out a way to get his 30-year-old body into that 40-year-old body, he'll still dominate this league. LeBron James, I actually did it in my mind. LeBron James has scored 25 points in 2 of the 3 games they had so far. That means he got 40 more games. He got 38 more games to score 25 or more. Or he's going to be the first 40-year-old dude who scored 25 points. And it's a reason for that, because they usually, by the time it used to be at that age, the other skill levels would not allow that. My man Joe said nobody had a problem with Lou Walton. Who say preach, bro? And he became a coach. Exactly. Who is Bernie Bickerstaff? Bernie Bickerstaff's son has been a coach. What's my man Paul Silas' son is a coach. It's a Luke Walton, Rick Barry. Some of his sons ain't worth $1,000 cookie. And look, how about that? I remember coming out of Arizona with Kenny Lofton, Sean Elliott, Sean Rooks, and Steve Kerr. He wasn't nothing, but I can remember seeing Steve Kerr dunk a basketball. But Steve Kerr wasn't that dude. Steve Kerr wasn't a dude, but guess what? He stayed in the league 15 years. You know why he got drafted? I personally believe. And you know what? I'm going to do this while I'm saying it. What I personally believe is because his dad got killed in Beirut. Steve Kerr was a solid college basketball player. Don't get me wrong. But his father was a diplomat, and they threw him a bone. And Steve was good enough, worked hard enough. He kicked ass and took names enough. You know, he did his job well enough to stay in the league. So I ain't mad at Steve Kerr. If your dad was a diplomat, he got killed in Beirut, and the people like, man, we got to throw the young brother a bone. Throw that man a bone. I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping, but all you black folks, because the sad part, I don't even hear a lot of white folks on this thing. Y'all tripping. Brother got enough power. I'm looking for this. What year Steve Kerr was drafted, y'all? He was drafted in 1988. I should have remembered that, man. I'm slipping. That's the year I came up out of HS. Let me look this up. I see a lot of black people tripping on y'all, man. He shouldn't be in the league. Magic Johnson, one of my favorite players, one of my favorite people. 1988 NBA draft. Magic Johnson, man, he should go to the D League. Man, shut up, man. You just mad because your son wears a skirt. Get up out here, Magic. I love for you, Magic, but get up out here, man. Because if your son would have been good enough, he would have been a Laker. So knock it off, Magic. You need to knock it off. All you jokers, man. And if Michael Jordan kids would have been good enough, they'd have been playing for the Hornets. So get up out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Man, get up out of here, man. Talking that dumb shit. Y'all be tripping, man. But my brothers and sisters out there hating on LeBron James, y'all need to hurry up and shut the hell up, for real. I'm not caping for LeBron James, but look, if put like this, I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If your ass is a father and you wouldn't have got your son placed in the league, you a horrible damn father. You are a horrible damn father. I'm looking at some of these dudes that got drafted after Steve Kerr. Most of these should have stayed at the crib too. I see why Steve Kerr got drafted. All these dudes was bummerific. They should have seen. Bronny James ain't better than most of these jokers. Now one of them, I can name some people. I name some of these dudes. Y'all would be like, who? Look, Lloyd Daniels was in that draft. He was undrafted. Dwayne Farrell, John Starks didn't get drafted, but Steve Kerr did. You see what I'm saying? So who would you look? I ain't trying to act like John Starks is lighting up the league, but I guarantee you would want John Starks on your team before you want Steve Kerr on your team. You see what I'm saying? And he didn't even get drafted. Nobody had a problem. That was the same thing. My bad. That's my man, Just Joe. Thank you for tapping in, Joe. It's all good. But this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. This is why the NBA going to hell in regards to local viewership. Coaches, inner city coaches, suburban coaches, coaches from coast to coast, border to border. I'm gonna need y'all to stop sending y'all children to AAU. The AAU teams, y'all might be hating on me, man. Stop sending them to Nike camp. It's not important. Make them play against the best competition. Look, when you got a city like Los Angeles, All those jokers out there in LA and California, you can go up and down the coast. Y'all can have a whole, not an AAU situation, but y'all can have a whole state tournament. Illinois, it's a million five people come out of Illinois. It's a million five people come out of New York. It's a million five people come out of Michigan. Y'all need to keep y'all children local, make money off them, and give them money in their pockets, and make sure those children have opportunity so they can reinstitute the competition portion of this. These dudes are not getting any better. They're not getting any better. It's, you know, it's a lot of guys out here who make it multiple all-star games, and they haven't gotten one day better. You in the league 8 years, you same dude you was when you walked through the door. That's the problem. That's a problem. No matter how good you were. Y'all love to bring up old Michael Jeffrey Jordan, but guess what? When Michael Jeffrey Jordan hit the league, his jumper was shaky at best. When he left the league, it was fire. Kobe Bryant the same way. Oh man, Kobe was different. Kobe wasn't different. Kobe had the mentality of a superstar. Kobe knew what he wanted to be. Oh, Kobe was him. See, he was different. No, man. That's what killed me when you see people like Steven Jackson, these other dudes. No, Kobe was different. No, Kobe said, I want to be a superstar. And when you want to be a superstar, when you want to be known as one of the greatest players ever, you later for the chicks, later for the rims and the cars and the gold and the clothes. I'm gonna retire in my 30s. I got the rest of my life to kick it. And that's the difference of y'all. Oh, Ray Allen, he was amazing. All he did was come to the gym 3 hours before the game. That's what the great people do. Y'all can talk about, man, Michael Jordan never got sleep. But it's a reason Michael Jordan, right up here in Deerfield, Illinois, had a full court, full-size basketball court in his house. Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson had actual courts in their houses. I might not be at the gym every time, but I'm out here hooping. And that's what y'all missing. Kobe wasn't different. He just was a superstar. He wasn't doing anything different than Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, any other big-time superstar athlete of our time. That's what you do. You eat, sleep, drink, smoke, fart, piss, whatever, defecate, basketball, football, baseball, whatever it is. You don't get good because, you know what? I just shot 100 shots a day. Like Gilbert Arenas even explains on his show when they told him, okay, Gil, shoot 5 shots from here, 5 shots from there, 5 shots. When they gave him 8 different spots and told him shoot 5, he said he shot 25. Nick Young on there saying, yeah, man, you told me to shoot 1,000 shots. I couldn't shoot for 2 more days. And guess what? Just imagine if Nick Young would have said, I am going to shoot 1,000 shots today. And if I can't, I'm going to get as close as I can tomorrow because my arms hurt. He might have been as good as Gilbert Arenas. And Nick Young, while we laugh at him, he was doing all that silly stuff in the league. He wasn't a bad basketball player. But the point I'm trying to make is this: the competitive edge from American basketball players has dissipated to the point where it's insanely ridiculous. Look, I'm not talking about somebody, oh man, you got hurt this day and you got hurt that day. Being injured is part of the situation. And a lot of times, oh man, he keep getting injured because it's just the way the ball bounces. Grant Hill had to have his ankle broken 3 different times just to heal properly because they were trying to medically fix him, and they just said, break it one more time and let him heal. And then he started playing and was able to play for about 8 years after that. This is what I want you young these coaches and you young ball players to do. If at all possible, get real good and never display your athleticism. Never display as much of your speed as you can. If you think what I'm saying sounds crazy, it is a National Football player, a National Football League Hall of Fame quarterback that was running a 4.5 40, but he ran it in the 5s so they wouldn't switch in the wide receiver. Guess what his name is? His name Warren Moon, one of the top 5, top 10 NFL quarterbacks in NFL history. Won a few championships in Canada. Came down here and got close, never was able to get to the championship here, but that's a situational thing. So I'm not going to hold that against him. But if just imagine American, Black, Latino, white basketball players who think dunk, running, jumping high and all that is the thing. If you got good and start playing like you were 35 years old already when you're 22. And just what happened? You get to the league and now you faster than they thought you were, but it looked like you just had a whole lot of skill. And that next thing you know, you quicker than they thought you were. It looked like you just was up from here up. You thought the people looking at you like, oh, you Mark Jackson, so we can use you. Then you get to practice after you get drafted. You get to blowing past people, and they're not gonna tell them, oh, they drafted he a whole lot faster. They gonna keep it to themselves. They, like my mother used to say, we gonna keep up on your hat. Don't tell nobody. You hit the floor and you get to exploding on people, and you explode when you have to, and you dunk when you have to. That's the way you need to be. Look, it's easy to want to be like LeBron, but how many of y'all gonna be 6'8" tall, 260 pounds, fast as a deer, can jump like a deer, run like a deer, the whole nine? None of y'all gonna be that. Most of y'all are not gonna be that. But you know what you can be? Ray Allen, Joe Dumars. You can be that. Handling the ball, off the dribble, this, that, and that. You could be Tim Hardaway because I'm quick, I'm smart, I got the ability to do this. You can do that. You could be Larry Bird. You could work on your jumper to the point where it's just wet. You could be Stephen Curry. That's what you need to be focusing on. Stop trying to be LeBron and Mike. Stop trying to be Zion Williamson, 280 pounds with a 45-inch vertical, blocking jump shots and stuff. But no, that's not going to happen for you. But these coaches at the NBA, they only show you the highlights, so you only working on your highlight ability. By the way, it's only one dude in the history of the world. His name Benjamin Button. He's the only dude who got younger as he got older. As the time went on, he the only one reversed his age. The rest of us, that hops and all that is for the birds. You need to be working on actual basketball ability. And until the young American basketball players start doing that, these Euros, these Canadians, these South Americans, these Caribbean people, they gonna come over here and take your job. And then you're gonna be the only 6'8" dude that, hey, welcome to Walmart. And you're gonna be 6'8". Welcome to Walmart. Or you're gonna be going over there in Europe trying to get a job over there. People, don't be stupid. Coaches, y'all are failing these young people. And with that being said, that's it, man. That's it, man. That's all I'm talking about. Because it's easy to jump down people's throat and all this and all that and say what they should do, but that's just the simple facts of it. The NBA is geared towards a worldwide event. And when it's a worldwide event, the people in local instances, they get left out. And when they get left out, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get left out. Ask the Major League, well, all the black Major League Baseball players. You don't believe me? Major League Baseball open up them borders. Next thing you know, the whole Caribbean was in that Major League Baseball, from Mexico, from Haiti, Puerto Rico, Cuba, and a lot of those people, Big Papi, Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez, all them dudes look like they from your neighborhood until they start talking and you hear, oh, damn, he's not from here. You don't think that's happening in basketball? You out your damn mind. With that being said, let's transition to the greatest game in the history of the world. What's that game? That game is the National Football League. As usual, the National Football League did not disappoint. Look, you had division rivalries. Look, salute to the National Football League. That's the one thing. See, baseball and football, you cannot athlete your way into that. Because if you can't cover, you can't tackle, you can't catch, you ain't in the league. You could be the fastest dude in the world, Ronaldo Skeets Nehemiah, Olympic level hurdler. He got hit and he was back to the Olympics with him. Ron Brown, you stayed around the league about 8 years. He was a kickoff returner. James Jett won all them gold medals. He did about 5-6 years. Yeah, after a while, they just bracket you and slow you down. It's called making you play left-handed. What is playing left-handed? Whatever you don't do well, we're going to make you do it. And a lot of those guys, one thing I noticed when I played football, and I did not play at no NFL or major college level. I did not do that. But the faster you are, the least likely that you want to get hit. Do you really want to run into this? No, you don't want to. And then if it's cold outside, look crisp out there, you are not trying to hit it. So You can't fake it. You can't fake like you can hit a curveball. You can't fake like you can tackle. You can't fake like you can cover. You can't fake like you can do anything in football. You can't fake like you can block if you're a real big dude. You may not be agile enough. Your technique might be terrible. Or as your boy Charles Barkley, terrible. You can't fake it. Either you do it or you don't. And that's the beauty in football. We had a lot of interesting games yesterday. The first game I want to talk about is one of my favorite players in the league. He is probably my favorite quarterback in the league right now. And he don't even play, y'all. He goes by the name of Jameis Winston. J-Bo. J-Bo Winston out of Florida State, kid out of Alabama. J-Bo got his first start in 2 years. They said, I don't know if it was 2 years, because I think he started a couple of games in New Orleans. But the Baltimore Ravens, look, I keep telling y'all, we got good coaches. You have great coaches. You got coaches that's there. And when you say just there, all you have to do, come on right here to the Windy City. The coach, Eberflus, he is horrible. That boy is cat pee. I'm telling you, he stinks. But Harbaugh, to me, he's the reason. Look, Harbaugh and the management team and the Ravens are the reason that they're not dominating. The Ravens, when Ozzie Newsome was there, they had a tradition of always develop. It was the next man up. They had another dude. You got rid of Barkley. You got rid of Peter Boulware. He went to Seattle. Bart Scott showed up. You got rid of this dude. Ray Lewis showed up. You got rid of Ron Woodson. Ed Reed showed up. You got Gorilla McAllister and so forth and so on. They have been developing. Salute to Reddy Kelly. Good to see you, brother. They've been developing players in Baltimore for a ridiculous amount of time. And understand, the way the league works, when you do well enough, your assistants get jobs. You know, nobody turn down no $5-6 million to make $300,000 or $400,000. It's about that paper. Oh, I don't love the game. No, you love that paper. Get on up out of here. Ain't nobody. That's why you see assistant coaches go ahead. But you know, some coaches like Gunther Cunningham and those dudes, they never say nothing. Look, that ain't for me. But yesterday, the Cleveland Browns played the Baltimore Ravens. J-Bo got his first start in a couple years, and Rob Stefanski, the coach of the Cleveland Browns, J-Bo looked real good in that situation. Y'all heard me say a lot of coaches coach their system. A lot of coaches coach play. The great coaches coach the players. The Bill Walsh, the Bill Parcells, the Jimmy Johnsons, the Andy Reeds. They coach. They have a system in place, but they coach your abilities into their system. The coach of the Cleveland Browns, he coaches his system into a player, which in some cases, when you are Jameis Winston and you are a pocket passer with some athletic ability, he used to play baseball, Division I AA. He had offers to be a pro baseball player, a pro pitcher and outfielder. So he has athleticism, but he has a Joe Flacco kind of quarterback, a statuesque quarterback that's sitting there waiting to get his block knocked off. But he got some wheels, but he does not utilize his wheels the way Lamar Jackson, the way Michael Vick, the way a lot of these guys do. So the coach in Cleveland, his system is more suited for him, not Deshaun Watson. Antonio Pierce, don't waste a draft pick on unless you get Cam Ward. But don't so quick to get a quarterback. You can go ahead and get Deshaun Watson. And now that people making 60 and 65 million, that 40 million is a discount. Go ahead and give my man Deshaun out there. You know how to coach players versus these dudes who all they know how to do is hold a clipboard. But back to the point. I ain't gonna be speaking up on the Raiders too much. But you saw yesterday, again, you had Nicholas Chubb, second game back after a horrific knee injury, 17 carries. You got King Henry, I think he only had like 19 carries. The speed up the damn clock. You have a new defensive coordinator, John Harbaugh. Speed up the clock. And how do you speed up the clock? By running the football. When you run the football, you wear the other team down. When you wear the other team down, bam, you win. Deshaun Watson is not there. Jameis Winston stepped up. You got my man Jackson. Lamar Jackson killed it. King Henry killed it. Derrick Henry killed it. Look, Zay Flowers killed it. But they did not run the football the way they should have. You have to run the ball down the Cleveland Browns' throat. You must impose your will upon them. There are certain teams, when I get to the Lions, you'll understand what I'm talking about. They imposing their will upon people. When you impose your will upon people, they get tired. When they get tired, you dominate. When you dominate, you win, and you walk away. Of course, there's that one instance where the Pittsburgh Steelers outgained, I think it was the Texans, maybe the Texans, I'm not sure. They had 375 yards in total offense, and the Texans had 19 yards, and the Pittsburgh Steelers lost that game. But that's an anomaly. When you impose your will upon, that's all football is. I'm so strong, I'm going to make you do what I want you to do. And the Baltimore Ravens were unable to do that yesterday. Look, they still killing it. They're in one of the toughest, if not the toughest division in football. Good to see J-Bo get it in. Lamar's my man too, yeah. Black quarterback, I'm rooting for you. I don't care what nobody say. If you don't like it, go watch Pat McAfee. Then you go, it's the fair, and I'm rooting for the brothers. Until racism stop, I'm rooting for the brothers. And if you don't like it, sucks to be you. You go on down, and salute to the 70,000 people who supported me. I'll get my email tomorrow. So far, 70,000. Hopefully, I'm up to about 78, 90. And then we in there. Salute to those people. Now, the next game. Look, Tua, I'm not going to try to mess with his last name. Look, the man is Polynesian. And Tua Tagovailoa. I don't want to ruin your name, brother. Tua was back last week. The Miami Dolphins look a little better than I anticipated. He had a little ring rust, but Tua is a solid quarterback. He's better than me. The sad thing about Tua, the only thing I don't like about Tua returning is this. Tua was running down the field. He jumped in there and slid. You saw other guys kind of like relax around him. Look, football, again, it's about imposing your will on someone. People like Tua clearly because back when I was younger, we would have popped him. We'd have made him feel it. And you can't make him feel it because the man got the tender-headed joint. He got the concussions. No one wants, look, we wanted you to hurt. We didn't want to injure you. Not many people in football are trying to hurt or injure you. We just want you to feel the sting. We want you to hear the footsteps. And and you can't get that with Tua now because he's so fragile. I think the young brother needs to step off. But anyway, it was the battle of the midget quarterback, the mini quarterbacks. That word, that M word is not a cool word. Sorry to little people of the world. But we saw diminutive quarterbacks. You got on one side, you got my man Kyler Murray. You got Tua on the other side. They both showed and proved. They both told. See, this is the beauty. Again, this is the beauty of the National Football League. If you can play, you can stay. Doug Flutie, Don McPherson, and this day Don McPherson would have had Leaf out of Florida. Look, man, nowadays, if you are what you claim to be, you gonna play. Drew Brees is 5'11", Michael Vick was 5'11". Do your thing. But look, Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, they doing their damn thing. Look, Tua and them ain't nothing happening. Look, Tua, you need to go ahead on. And Miami Dolphins fans, Bill Rose, it's the man for y'all. But I ain't gonna say that. But look, I got a question to the people who watching. Should the Miami Dolphins draft another player? I should put that as a poll. Next week, I'm gonna start putting my polls up so y'all can participate. Get in with me, man. Start voting on the polls, and I might add one to this episode because I want to know how the fans feel. Do the fans feel that Tua need to continue to play? Do we want him to walk away with that $170 million? And we definitely, level-headed sports fans want Tua and the other ball players to get as much money as they can, and then when you get as much money as you can go and live a good life. We don't want you limping around, hurting, can't do anything. We want you to be as successful and productive as a human being as you can. Salute to Tua, had a good game. But Kyler Murray out of Texas, what's going on with the Texans and the quarterback? Miros, Cam Ward, Patrick Mahomes. What's going on? It used to be California get them ball slingers. Now, Texas get hold of it now. Then you got the Patriots and just in the seasons. Aaron Rodgers, you need to go home. It's over for you, sir. It's over. Every time you step on the field, I hear Luther Vandross singing, "It's over now." It's over for Aaron Rodgers. The Jets Look, they got rid of the coach. They demoted the offensive coordinator. It's you, Aaron. It's you. It's amazing how y'all told us Favre was the man. Y'all told us that Rodgers was the man. Both of them left the Green Bay Packers, and you never hardly heard anything. You heard Brett Favre. He had a couple of years where he was looking solid. Then they smacked him up, and it was over. Look, Aaron Rodgers could probably, if they'd have gave, I think he would have looked better if they'd have gave him a Tampa Bay Buccaneers type of situation with 2 Pro Bowl receivers and one borderline Pro Bowl tight end. You add Gronk, stiffen up the line. You got playoff landing. You got another running back. If they would have gave Aaron Rodgers one of those deals, he'd look better. But he is not. Look, football is a young man's game. You close to 40. Luther Vandross is playing in the background because it's over now. Salute to the Jets for trying. Look, as a sports fan, as a football lover, all I need the team that I root for to do is put forth the best effort. If you telling me these are the best 53 guys, if your team goes 0-16, but they was in every game, I'm in. That's just me. I just need to know that the ownership and the general manager and the scouts did their very best, and they just start talking that imaginary salary cap that y'all telling me about. I'm glad we don't do that on Hold My Beer, because I will slap one of y'all. I will come through this screen and pop you right in your mouth if you start talking to me about the salary cap. Why do football fans care about the salary cap? That's not my business. That's one way to turn fans against the players. Look, stop being a program dummy and be a person who loves the game and love watching the game and love enjoying the game. Because if you're doing it that way, I'm sorry, man. You are a program dummy. Because why is it as a fan do I care about a salary cap? You got people with billions of dollars talking about, well, you can only spend this. No, that's because they don't want to make a dime less. All that beer money, all that food money, all that drink money, all them sandwiches, all them burgers. Come on, y'all. They got TV contract. Like the Bulls, the Blackhawks, and the Blackhawks, and the White Sox created their own sports network. And y'all telling me they ain't making no money on the sports? Please. The White Sox, you walk into a White Sox stadium backward like Laurel and Hartley, you might get in. You might get to sit on the bench with a White Sox game. I seen a White Sox game. It looked like pre-game. It was mid-game. It looked like 3 hours before the game started. That's how many people was in the stadium. And don't tell me that these people not making no money. Stop it. MLB splitting the pie 30 ways. The NFL splitting the pie 30 ways. These people are making money. They tricked y'all into believing, well, this is for the small market teams. How's it a small market if you can watch an MLB, NFL, NBA game in Europe? No, we don't want to hear that. And guess what, people? Fantasy football numbers that are on ESPN.com, Yahoo.com, and other places, they pay the NFL for those numbers. Yeah. And every time you see DraftKings is a partner by the National Football League and the rest of them. And everything in a little while, Hold My Beer Sports is gonna be up there. I got my man Juggle Brother in the building. Warren, how's it going? Warren in the building, man. But back to the games, man. The Pats and the Jets. The who cares game of the week. Aaron Rodgers is trash at this point. At this point, you might improve, Aaron, but as of the 28th of October, you are mourning breath. You stay. But Jacoby Brissett didn't. Gerard Mayo did. Salute to the Patriots. They letting y'all know they on their way. They in the rebuilding process, and they beat Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. The next game on the docket was the aforementioned Lions. The Lions. How many times did you think you're going to hear this? The Detroit Lions. They are the cream of the crop in the NFC. Boy, I ain't never heard that in my life. I've watched football since the 70s, and I ain't never heard nobody say, man, the Detroit Lions, the cream of the crop. I've never heard that. Never, ever. Warren is stepping in, and you knew Warren was going to have something to say. I bet you it's something about the black quarterback because he races. He races. I ain't racist. But me too, so I can't really frown. Let me see what Warren got to say. Folks talked all that junk about Michael Jordan when he was the owner of the Hornets and can't find anybody talking negative about the Hornets. What? You know what, boy? Warren, he said you can't find nobody talk bad about Jerry Reinsdorf. All I got to say to that, Warren, is
can you dig it? Can you dig it?
that's all I got to say about that. I can dig it, man. But we always find, I don't know what it is about this community. We know how to find every flaw in everybody in our community. I could show up. I mean, one time I was running late and I had my fleece on. Somebody hit me after the show. Man, that was a great show. Why do you wear that fleece? Huh? What? 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 Why did I wear that fleece? All that dope stuff I said, and all you got was the shirt I was wearing? All I need you to do is
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
because that didn't make no sense. But I actually had that, man. People hit me with those type of things on a regular basis, and they don't talk about Jerry Reinsdorf. But when Jordan on that team, he was the majority owner. He's the worst owner in the history of the world. No, he's not, because the Sacramento Kings and the Clippers exist. At no point in the history of the NBA, when Jordan owned was the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets or the Bobcats, for that matter, did you get mad and send the player that you got mad to Charlotte? But you get mad, y'all got mad at Chris Wells sending him to Sacramento. He turned the whole situation around. Y'all got mad at Chris Paul sending him to the Clippers. He turned the whole situation around. So don't tell me about how horrible Michael Jordan is until you start telling me how bad the league is. I got Warren at the end. Detroit looking good. I give credit to the general manager and all his draft picks that are starters and special team players. Salute to the general manager and the president of the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell has come through that. Y'all thought y'all was gonna give my man Belichick. If he was cheating, y'all, my man Belichick was cheating. I ain't mad at him. Belichick. Before Antonio Pierce went to the Raiders, you could have went out there and got it in though. When I get to the Raiders, I got some news for y'all. I bet y'all didn't know this, but Gerard Mayo, he got the Patriots on the road. He's church on the move, and it's going down. It is going down. Detroit versus the Tennessee Titans. When in the hell, y'all been talking about Dak Prescott? He played like caca yesterday. Don't get me wrong, y'all know I'm a big Dak supporter. I don't apologize for this. And ask me why. It's the skin. I'm just saying. Dak Prescott, y'all got man smoke for. Y'all told Lamar Jackson to move his position. Michael Vick didn't study. Jameis Winston throw too many interceptions. Where's all the smoke for Will Levis? Will Levis, the quarterback of the Tennessee Tuxedos, because that's what they was playing like, some cartoon characters yesterday. Where's the smoke for him? He is horrible. He is horrible. He looked worse than Baker Mayfield. That wasn't no mistake. That wasn't no Freudian sleep. Baker Mayfield is trash. Kirk Cousins, too. But where's the Will Levis smoke at, y'all? I bet not hear not a damn another word about a black quarterback blowing, well, he need to get his act. No, not until y'all get rid of Will Levis. Will Levis should still be at Kentucky hitting wide open linebackers and throwing safeties open. I'm just saying, man. Will Levis is not good. He should still be crickets on him. He is bum-rific. He's bum-tastic. He's trash. He is not a good quarterback. He may look to do the job, say it's the biggest bust in NFL history. Hey, at no point when he played did y'all think Jamarcus Russell should not be in the National Football League. Y'all just said he ain't working hard enough. Okay, lies, because the Raiders were in disarray at that point. But I'm going to put a pin in that so when I get to the Raiders, I'm going to stick up for my man Jamarcus. But this dude, Will Levis, he made 10 touches like a Pro Bowler. He will throw a safety open. He put it right where only the safety can get it. Who does that, Will Levis? You are horrible. You are a horrible quarterback, sir. You should be the best backup in the league, and you should back up to the practice squad. You are not good, Will Levis. I'm sorry. I usually don't hang people out to dry like that, but I'm here to tell y'all, Will Levis is not a good football player. And how in the hell is Will Levis starting? But it took Jameis Winston 2 years to start. Knock it off. Knock it off. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I'm telling you, that man be throwing safeties open. And he can put it, well, only the safety can get it. Huh? He put it, well, did you see him hit that corner in stride? Will Levis is not good. He does not deserve a check. He should be forced, and not a COVID mask, a robber mask, like Batman and Robin. He should be forced to play in a mask like this, for not this mask over here, protecting him from COVID, his teammates from COVID. He should be wearing a mask, that one of them masks that they wore in the Keanu Reeves movie when they had the presidents as the man. He should be forced to wear one of those masks, because Will Levis is not good. I don't want to hear what nobody has to say. Stop playing with me. Will Levis does not belong in the National Football League. You should have stayed. You should have never transferred to Kentucky, because you were trash. You wasn't even that great down there, but y'all let him in the league. Look, Jason Goff, he I don't think he's a good quarterback, but he's doing the damn thing. He wins the Kirk Cousins Award. You ain't gonna win because of him, but you can win with him. Jason Goff, you got my man, what's that running back name with the damn Lions? Gibbs and Montgomery. Man, I'm digging the Bears management, but y'all let Montgomery go. I'm mad. I ain't even outside Illinois. Y'all know my deal. When I'm outside Illinois, bear down, Chicago bear. But when I'm here, Raider Nation, baby. But look, salute to the best team in the NFC East, NFC period, and that is the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell got them playing. Yeah, Gibbs is no joke. Jahmyr Gibbs, yes, thank you. My assistant executive produced by Jungle Brother. But thanks though, bro. Yeah, man, the Detroit Lions are a full-fledged dog squad. They punching you in your mouth. They running the ball down your throat. Goff is hitting guys when he has to, and we've seen when you put him in an advantageous situation, Goff will get you to the Super Bowl. He ain't gonna win it for you. He gonna Brad Johnson that thing. But Detroit Lions, I'm anticipating them making a move to get a defensive end, because their best pass rusher cracked his leg. The Detroit Lions gonna trade a couple of them picks, get some of them do. I say y'all get White from LSU, because Philadelphia cut him unless he got picked up, and I can see it. Bring him in. He ain't no pass rusher. He just a battering ram. But I need y'all to pick him up, because I'm low key rooting for the Lions, man. And they've been horrible for a long time. They've been horrible for a long time. If you ain't rooting for the Lions and your team, if your team ain't excellent and you not rooting for the Lions, all I got to say to you is this:
you better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding. You better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding you.
Because the Lions are the team to be rooting for, man. That's the team that they out there playing old school, slap you dead in your mouth football. David Montgomery is out with a foot injury. He got injured yesterday. I forgot to bring that up. David Montgomery is a nice dude. Look, Detroit Lions, that's the only way. If they turn into a mansion like they are, then they're stoppable. Healthy is going to be hard. Look, understand, they were a half away from the Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions were one half away from the Super Bowl last year, and they couldn't beat the Purdy guy, Mr. Irrelevant. I'm hearing Crosby from the Raiders. Mike, I was thinking Crosby from the Raiders. But Crosby is the guts of that team, so I wouldn't mind, though. Even as a Raider fan, I wouldn't mind him going there winning the Super Bowl with them, because look, he got his paper. Now go on there and win your Super Bowl, man, because I'm not that guy that's talking about, man, see, I'm here to I'm gonna take less money and I'm gonna win a ring. Boy, if you don't get your done. Any player that say that you are on the spectrum, because you can't say that R word. But you on the spectrum, you are a Riri. You can say Riri because I'm just implying. They don't need you on. They need to create another spectrum for dudes who talking about they playing for the love of the game. Well, okay, tell you what. I practice for the money and play for free. How about that? Because you fools that be talking about, man, see, if you ain't winning no championship, how you out your mind? You out your mind. If this ain't boxing, golf, tennis, or something like gymnastics, it's about you winning in those sports. When you got 11 other guys, 4 other guys, 9 other guys on the field with you, It's about the team. Ask that dude who Al Capone bust his head up in Untouchable. Team. Ask him, is it about the team? Otherwise, don't hit me that nonsense, man. He ain't win no championship, so because he had a bunch of Rudies around him. With that being said, speaking of Rudies, remember how they used to call Peyton Manning the greatest regular season quarterback in the history of the world? Kirk Cousins. I got a nickname for you, Kirk. You're the greatest fantasy football quarterback in the history of the world. Kirk Cousins, greatest fantasy football player. Kirk Cousins, greatest fantasy football quarterback in the history of the league. Hey, they gave Peyton Manning stupid moniker, greatest regular season quarterback. Y'all tell me the playoffs is supposed to put me the greatest when it don't count quarterback. Okay. But y'all probably put Warren Moon, him behind Warren Moon. Y'all even tried to put Brady in front of Elway. I'm gonna go along with y'all. The white guys are better. Okay, the white guys are better. And y'all, man. But I'm gonna go along with that. Brady ain't better than Elway. That's all I got to say. My man Jungle Brother said, facts on Kirk Cousins. Yeah, man, that man the greatest fantasy football quarterback in the history of the league. Kirk, run with that, man. Run with that, Kirk. You're the greatest fantasy football quarterback in the history of the league. I like that, Kirk. I like that for you, bro. You are with me. But with that being said, Raheem Morris is down there coaching them Falcons. If they can get a pass rush, the Falcons might be dangerous. They got the weapons. They got the coaching. They got the greatest fantasy football quarterback in the history of the league. He the richest non-playoff winning quarterback in the history of the league. See, I'm going to give you all them superlatives that they give white guys to pretty much say, we like him because he's white and he really overrated. But I'm gonna give it to you though, Kurt. And if you ain't got nothing else to do, I'm trying to create a hedge for him. You shoot me a little can, right there, Kurt. But anyway, man, Raheem Morris got the Atlanta Falcons playing top tier football, but it is what it is. And Faker will fail. He was Baker with Mayfield. That's all he was bakering. How is it that you throw the ball at the buzzer out the back of the end zone? YBD. That's all I got to say about that. YBD. For y'all who don't know, y'all new to the show, YBD is an acronym for you big dummy. You big dummy. Baker Mayfield is another dude who got some naked pictures on Roger Goodell, filling on the ghost balls or something, because he should be out the league. But he getting started and just got a new contract. Salute to Baker Mayfield's agent, because that brother he is stealing too. Ain't nobody stealing like my man, but Baker, you roll with him. You roll with him. But with that being said, finally, the Philadelphia Eagles played the Bungles yesterday. And look, a lot of people be killing the Philadelphia Eagle coach and the Bengals coach. They played the Bengals. A lot of people killing both of these coaches. I have mad respect for both of those coaches. A lot of y'all will not get this because I'm pretty smart, but great perception. But a lot of people won't get this. But here, look, yesterday was a great coaching job for the Philadelphia Eagles coach and the Bengals coach. They both are under fire. One of them's the defense is straight, gaga, boo boo. The other one is just, I don't even understand. But they sped that game up some serious. You got Jalen Hurts, you got Smith, you got Brown, you got Big Saquon in the back. The Bengals got Chase. They got Joe. They let my man Joe Mixon go. Joe Mixon, insider. But what they did was slow that game down. I mean, they sped up the clock by running the ball, slowed the game down, and they wouldn't allow their weaknesses. Like Jalen Hurts is not a pinpoint accurate quarterback, but he's he's above average. If the average quarterback is a C, Jaylen Brown is a B minus, close to a B. But he plays his game and not traditional quarterback game. And finally, Spagnuolo got him the ball and put him in situations to win. And that's the same thing they did. They know the Bengals know they're not gonna stop a car with a busted transmission at a red light. But he slowed their game down, made it short. They went on a 17-play drive at one point. He understands that his defense is trash. So look, salute to the Philadelphia Eagles, pulled it out. Saquon got his money. Figuratively, not actually, but Saquon got it in yesterday. Hurts got it in. Brown got it in. Smith got it in. And the Bengals said, we can't stop y'all, but if we methodically go up the field, our quarterback does not make a ton of mistakes. So guess what? We're gonna slow this game down and make y'all beat us. The Eagles look good. And coming from a New York Giant fan, his hands are on fire from typing that. That dude, Jungle Brother, he said something good about the Eagles. I swear to God, Buttercup over there putting his hands in some ice water in a bowl of ice because his hands are on fire. He said the Eagles look good yesterday on the road, playing a good team that was desperate for a win, and they look real good. Boy, you know what, boy? You know what? I got to give Jungle Brother his props. Jungle Brother just gave a staunch New York Giant fan, just gave the Philadelphia Eagles some peas. Salute to Jungle Brother.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
I had to give you that, Jungle Brother. Hey, that took a lot, man. Being a staunch New York Giant fan, and you gave the Philadelphia Eagles some props. But I know why you did it, Jungle. Don't be. I'm not gonna give you too many props. I'm giving you props for saluting the Eagles, but I know why you did it. The same reason I like the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. The same reason I'm a low-key Eagles fan, because the Eagles had Randall Cunningham. No, excuse me. The Eagles had Rodney Peete. Then they had Randall Cunningham. Then they had my man McFly, Donovan McNabb. Then they got my man Slick Vic. Then they signed Steve, what's my man, Young. And then, not Steve Young, Vince Young. And now they got Jalen Hurts. I know why you did that. I know what you did. I know what you did, John, brother. I know what you did, brother. But I'm on that same page. But I know what you did. I'm right there with you. Root for the brother. But you know, I'm not gonna give you no whole lot of props, man. You know, Joe's brother, man, he really put his football stuff down because he put his racism down. He ain't doing that. His love for the community supersedes his Giants love. You know what? You all right with me, John, but you all right. Forget what they say about you at the meetings. Big time win for the Eagles. Saquon getting banned, getting the Lawrence Taylor privileges after he retires. He's a traitor. Oh, see, he had to blow it. You know what, man? You know what? He's the traitor. All I got to say is, man, you call Saquon Barkley a traitor after seeing that. All I got to know is this.
You better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding you.
I ain't trying to hear nothing. You talking about Saquon Barkley is a traitor. Boy, I'm going to give you that again.
You better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding you.
If you ain't here at that
Sit
time,
your ass down. Sit your ass down.
we ain't doing that, John, brother. We ain't going to call Saquon. It's video proof on Hard Knocks and them playing with that man, laughing at him when he want to take that chump change. So now, man, you know what? All your Eagle peas just got stripped from you, man. You back to being Warren, man. Nah, you Warren. You shut up. That's all I got to say about you, Mr. Brother. Get out of here. Look, I'm disappointed in our young brother, Anthony Richardson. The Colts played the Texans. No way, and they had a snowball's chance of getting deep fried of beating the Houston Texans yesterday, and they lived up to it. But I'm going to mention this. Look, Anthony Richardson is one of the best young talents in the league. He took himself out the game yesterday. You greatly disappointed me, young brother. The reason, I ain't mad. Yes, I am mad at you, man, because you don't hear about soccer players talking about they're tired. You don't hear about real deal, big time athletes saying they tired. That means audible and give it to Taylor a few times. None of that, dog. None of that. We're not doing that, Richards. You got that hammer on your shoulder, on this shoulder. You throw it with the wrong hand, so I ain't gonna really trip on you. Everybody ain't gifted to be left-handed. I get it. But you said you were tired, bro. You pulled yourself out the game. It was only for one play. I get it. But if you're not injured, you don't come out because you're tired. You need to start training more. Anthony, You need to kill it. And then your name Anthony, we know what Anthony's do around these, Bob. You don't enter the men's media, Anthony and Anthony, Illinois and Jersey Anthony, aka Knox. And 2 letters. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But y'all ain't have a snowball chance in hell to beat them. Look, the Pack, I'm slowly becoming a supporter of the Packers. I'm not gonna be a fan. I'm just a supporter. Y'all got Malik Willis, which the Pittsburgh Steelers should have drafted instead of drafting that black ass white boy. And look, they got Jordan Love, who, hey, nobody in the history of the world saw the Green Bay Packers having a black starting quarterback and a black backup. Boy, y'all got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. If you say you saw that coming one day, you lying. Jesus don't even know you. You lying. Agent Rich should be mentioned with the Mr. Glass Award. Yeah, he need to learn how to slide. Anthony Richards, you can throw the ball from here to Detroit. But bro, you're gonna learn how to slide. You're gonna have to get your itch in order, and you can't be taking yourself out of games because you're tired. Stop running your fool behind around. You got one of the most goodest and best is not a word on the end of the bench media. You got one of the most goodest running backs in the league. Ain't no way in hell you should be talking about you tired. No, man. And if you are tired, go get your ass in shape. They're handing out hundreds of millions of dollars and you ain't in pristine shape. Until a soccer player say, take me out the game, I don't want to hear no athlete say he tired. With that being said, like I said, the Pack, y'all got it in. Jordan Love, he went down. Malik Willis kept it coming through. Y'all know I love Josh Jacobs. Win, lose the time. Raider Nation till I die. And y'all know most running backs. Come on. They black. I gotta do it. But that was a good game. And another dude who he keeping it funky, but he a little musty. Trevor Lawrence. Some games he keep it funky, but the quarterback funky, but he musty. That's all I'm saying. He don't stink. He a little musty though. Look, y'all about to get Doug Peterson fired down there in Jacksonville. Look, and Trevor Lawrence. All that you was ready for the pros. You must not been ready to play in the pros because you be stinking sometime, man. I told you I ain't gonna trip on you because you all right with me, sunshine. From Remember the Titans. You all right with me, man. Forget what they said about you and your golden locks. Look, get some practice in. The Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. No one cares about the Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills gonna choke. I'm skipping over that. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Raiders. I'm gonna address the people who are in fandom with me. If you are a member of Raider Nation and you tripping on Antonio Pierce, remember that team stunk before he got there. They are not gonna be good this year. If you came into this year thinking the Raiders are gonna be good, you know nothing about sports. You know nothing about athleticism. You know nothing about how to build a team, and that's what most fans. But the Raiders are in rebuilding mode. They're stripping it down. Crosby might be out of there. They might get a couple of picks, load them up with drafted players. Next thing you know, win, lose, a tie, Raider Nation, I die. But up until and including that moment, don't nobody care about that Buffalo Bills. I ain't even gonna go for it. Kansas City Chiefs, Steve Spagnuolo doing a bang-up job. Andy Reid doing a bang-up job. Patrick Mahomes, boy, doing a bang-up job. They got the deck stacked, Kareem Hunt and Pacheco at running back. Travis Kelce at tight end. You got my man Watson out of Clemson. I can't think of wide receiver. Hopkins out of Clemson. Look, Kansas City, they might be setting up for a 4P. I'm just saying. Because they definitely finna 3P with that team. Unless the mass shooters show up and they all get hurt, it's going to be hard to beat them. And last but not least, bear down, Chicago Bears. You need to fire Eberflus right now. Look, that was poor discipline when you got Stevenson in the background, drawing with the fans in the midst of the final play of the game. It's the Hail Mary. You come back and tip it to the quarterback. If I was the general manager of the Bears, I would point to the coach and say, both of y'all go home. You can drive forever. Stevenson, I blame you. Eberflus, I blame you. You had swift, tearing up the set. Nobody could stop him. You just would not run out the clock. Second and most important, look, Jordan Love, you act like you Anthony Richardson's little brother, because you, every time I turn around, you limping too. So with that being said, I'm gonna need you to get your ish together. I'm gonna need you to get your ish together. The Raiders are going to draft Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward if they get that top pick. Hopefully, it's Cam Ward. Nothing against Shedeur, but I want them to get Shiloh. Shiloh is going to be one of the secret picks of the draft. And I think Shiloh is getting it in. Who was that? Who was that? Number 29 for the Bears. Yeah, boy. If I was on the Bears, I would wait for him to take a nap in the locker room while I get some towels, hold him down like in the Full Metal Jacket and soap sock his ass. You big dummy. He get the YBB award this week. You big dummy. Oh my God. You just blew it. But hey, anybody who know me and talk to me about the Bears this year, y'all know I do not like Eberflus. He does not have a tight rein on the team. Nobody's looking for a tyrant, but the players need to be in fear of jawing with the fans at the end of the game. You need to be laser focused. We're trying to win, and we can jaw with whoever you want. Hey, Stevenson, you suck. Now, 49ers, hey, y'all know how I feel about the Cowboys and the 49ers. And the Cowboys ain't going to do nothing until Jerry Jones tell God I said hi. I ain't going to wish nothing bad on him, but he's the reason they lose. And that's just it. You got Big Debo back from some type of illness. You got Christian McCaffrey still out. 49ers one of the best teams, top to bottom, border to border. But the Cowboys coaching staff and ownership group sucks. I'm through talking about that. Before I close, I want to say this. 365 days, a little more than 365 days ago, Coach Prime started his first season with Colorado Buffaloes. A lot of people got overzealous and say, oh man, Prime gonna have them boys ranked this year. Wrong. Continuity is king in all sports and especially football. Coach Prime is doing a bang-up job, and I believe he should be National Coach of the Year because nobody saw this coming. Everybody was like, we're going to wait on him to continue to blow it, and then we're going to kill him. Well, Coach Prime said, no, you're not. Respect to Coach Prime. He's doing a bang-up job with Shedeur Sanders, bang-up job with Silo Sanders, a bang-up job with Travis Henry, and with the rest of those young men with the Buffaloes. He should be Coach of the Year. It's going to be interesting down the stretch. He has the Colorado Buffaloes bowl eligible. Earlier this week, last week I said he needs to change a little bit of his style. I was proven wrong, but I still say he needs to change his style in regards to recruiting. The portal is a wonderful place, but at some point in Prime, you're going to have to create some type of continuity. When you create that continuity, then you better dominate. But salute to my man Deion Primetime Sanders, Coach Prime, and anything else he want to be called. Respect to him, he getting it done. And all I got to say is this. There's a few people in the Heisman hopeful before I shut this down. One of the people is the aforementioned Cam Ward, and then you got he from the University of Miami, the only white HBCU in the history of the world. Don't ask me to explain it. It's a white HBCU. It's PWI HBCU. But Cam Ward doing the damn thing. This is in no particular order. You got Dylan Gabriel out of Oregon. They were supposed to bounce back after losing whack-ass Bo Nix and a couple of their players. Jordan out of Chicago, on the south side of Chicago. After you were supposed to lose them, you weren't supposed to be that good. Big ups to him. And then you got the best kept secret in the league, Alshon. What's his name? Alton Jinshu. You're running back out of Boise State. He tearing up NCAA. He's looking like Barry Sanders. And for those who saying that's not a big school and that's not the best competition, well, neither was Marshall Faulk. How did that work out for him? Skull Buff, Coach Prime's the biggest decision after the season. I was changing coordinators and getting rid of those snakes on his staff. Whatever he did the damn thing. Salute to Coach Prime. I want nothing but the best, even if you wish me the opposite. Yeah. That young man is killing it. And Cody Klondike from and the other last dude was Cody Klondike. I think that's his name, out of Clemson. Look, people, this is why I don't care what you say. College football is the most goodest game ever. Most goodest game. That's all I got to say. I ain't gonna argue with you. Keep watching NFL, but if I could, I have my house with like 50 TVs, and I get the NCAA package, and I watch all them football games, basketball games. College is where it's at. Salute to the old young man. Tomorrow or tonight, man. Tap in with me tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's the forecast. We'll be doing a documentary that is on Peacock called Gabriel. It is called Gabriel. Gabriel is Gary. I said Gabriel. It's Gary. So Life and Times of Gary Coleman. It's gonna be very interesting. It's a wonderful situation. It is wonderful. Cade Klubnik. Yeah, Sid Rucknick, Cade Klubnik. What I said, Clemson quarterback. Who cares his name? He ain't no brother. But y'all know. I'll be rooting for the brothers, quarterbacks in school with the brothers, Alabama, the U, and countless other teams. Look, hate me. Some of my biggest people, they ain't after me. They ain't mad that I'm rooting for the brothers. Salute to the people, though, man, all over the country, all over the world that support me. I really appreciate it, man. Salute to the two people who subscribed this weekend. Much love to y'all. And like I said, man, tonight I'll be on the forecast, 8:30 p.m. You can tap right in on here. Subscribe, hit that notification button. As soon as we come on at 8:30, y'all can see your man H. I'm gonna have the same shirt on because I ain't gonna be doing on the damn line. Hey, it's either there to be in here much. It's one of the two. But with that being said, I want to thank y'all for tapping in. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm gonna talk about financial responsibility of the Black community, how we can get ourselves out of this, because we are gonna be under attack in the event our sister Kamala Harris wins. It's going down. Be prepared, get involved, get into it. I'm gonna give y'all some good information. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your man H-Rap, 2 fingers, 1 word, and
Jesus. I mean, trust me, man.